autumn wind is a Danette, stumbling in from sea. With a rollicking song, he sweeps all wrong, staggering boisterously. His face is constantly beaten. He wears a broken mask, with a helmet wedged upon his head.
My ears are stuck.
And a 70s cop drama mustache. He meows as he pounces across the room, a hoopster, big and bold. And the people did say, let the booker eat cake, and then frolic in the cold. The autumn wind is a Danette, whimsical in the sun, but don't dare flinch and mutter ow. And yes, the box score starts right now.
I don't know a lot about sports, but I can drink a lot of beer.
My motto is simple: C's get degrees.
Need a long, inappropriate hug? I'm your man.
I think I'm smarter than you, because I probably am.
Howard Collins, the box score.
Hello and welcome to the Box Score. I'm Brock in Los Angeles, joined by the Danettes in Milford, Connecticut. McLovin, your star was shining as bright as a supernova today with all the NFL draft talk today. McLovin, Seton, how proud of you were of your fellow Danette that he took Dan on toe-to-toe today?
Yeah, I was proud of him.
Thank you.
There was a point, though. Seton and I were listening to Dan go back and forth on the draft topic. I go to Seton, I go, do you know what they're talking about? And he goes, I have no idea what they're talking about.
There's and somehow it's always about Blaine Gabbert. Like he was just the all-time worst pick ever. Like, yeah, but what about these two? Everybody was wrong on him. It's like,
how did he become
the
poster child? Like
that? Yeah,
next
it's just
level,
our show.
Dan and I are draftniks. We live for this crap.
You know, in the morning meeting today, there was kind of a funny moment because we went over all of these, angles and stories we were going to talk about, and none of them were draft related. And Andrew said, guys, you know, there's a little thing called the draft coming up. Well, I reminded him, well, we do have 4 draft related guests coming up.
Out of 4.
Yeah, we're pretty much good with that. It's all you really live for is the draft, and that's it.
Pretty much. After I said in the box, after this is like my Cinderella. At midnight, the clock. I was like, oh, hey, we're talking NBA playoffs. I don't know. I don't.
You did have an interesting quote in the box today.
Well, I think McLovin's battle with DP maybe knocked off his understanding of the space-time continuum because he had this little snafu in the box.
NFL draft, yeah, I'm like Cinderella in the ball. Like at midnight, the clock's gonna strike noon, and I'll become less relevant again by next Monday. At midnight, the clock's gonna strike noon. At midnight, the clock's gonna strike noon. At midnight, the clock's gonna strike noon.
Just to be clear, in real time, I didn't say it 4 times.
You didn't repeat yourself?
What is the expression?
The clock's gonna strike noon.
Well, midnight is, what's the expression?
Well, the clock's going to strike midnight. You used the word midnight, and then you're looking for another word.
Wait, the clock's going to strike midnight at what time?
Clock strikes midnight.
At 12 a.m. Definitely not 12 p.m.
Isn't that like an expression?
Yeah, I think you were thinking about like high noon or some kind of some kind of dramatic.
The clock strikes midnight at noon. It still feels right.
The clock strikes midnight at noon.
Stay with it.
When you're looking at a clock, it's gonna strike midnight at noon, in a sense.
Stay with it.
In a metaphysical sense.
12 hours later.
Okay, time aside here, McLovin, let's go to your expertise. Break down former Yale running back Tyler Varga for us.
Break him down. 3 languages, not 5. Sorry, Fritzy. Wasn't the MVP of the Senior Bowl. We found that out the hard way. Let's see, what else did we screw up about Tyler Varga? Incredible handshake. I'm still a little bit sore. Says he can dunk a basketball even though he's, what, 5'8"?
5'10" at best.
Yes,
likes to wear shirts about 2-3 sizes smaller.
He's an ecology major. And he's probably going to cure diabetes single-handedly after a 10-year NFL career. Right. In other words, the guy's got it going on, I would say.
Studying the mitochondria in mice?
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
What does that have to do with money? Since he's an ecology major? I'm kidding.
Economy, ecology.
Like
expert
economy,
breakdown there, as
like
always.
An economics major.
Like the ecology.
I get it.
Is this thing on?
Excellent breakdown there, McLovin, but you probably couldn't help but pile on when Paulie was asking him a question, sample question from the Wonderlic, all while Tyler was trying to explain his major.
Paper sells for 21 cents per pad. How much are 4 pads?
44 cents.
That's incorrect. Paper sells for 21 cents a pad.
84 cents, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, typical Yale football player answer.
Wow.
I mean, yeah, they beat us, but
I was trying to make you feel good there. So I did a study actually on a gene in mice that if you knock out this gene, it induces metabolic changes within the mitochondria of the mice, and essentially it has implications with type 2 diabetes and potentially down the road, human application. So
I don't know what you said, but it sounded really, really good. What, McLovin?
typical football player, easy thesis.
Like you said, McLovin, he's going to cure diabetes. He's not going to add to 80.
Yeah.
Anyone could do that if they put their mind to it. I had this sample Wonderlic quiz on my desk, and he said he took it, and he thought he did well, but he also said he didn't know what his score was. I literally looked through the Wonderlic questions. I was like, this is the only one that I think I could ask verbally and would be fair. And when I asked it, I said it pretty slow, and when he got it wrong, I was like, I thought he was doing it as a joke. And then I think he wasn't. But he could still kill us with his bare hands, which is better than anything.
He's a 3.56 at Yale.
Is that good or bad?
Time?
Out of 4. He's a genius, dude. He's a really smart
Just
dude.
to work on the math.
Here's the question. Can you get C's at an Ivy League school and get a degree? Like, if you get a 2.2 grade point average.
Yeah, you're fine.
You get a degree?
Yeah.
Just like everybody else?
If you play football, you get a job at a bank, you're done, dude. You're rich for life.
Employers are just looking at Yale.
That's George W. Bush's famous saying to Yale. He went there. So see what being a C student can get you.
Yeah. Man.
Hey, McLovin, you said in that clip that Yale beat Dartmouth. What was the score of that game?
Well, it's funny. I
think Dartmouth won this year.
Was it this year? Well, I was looking in Tyler Varga's bio. They have great games he had. And one of them, he rushed for 105 yards over Dartmouth in a 24-21 victory.
Oh, he took it easy on them.
That might have been last year, though.
I actually thought that Dartmouth put up a good fight against Yale this year.
I don't know. I only watch good football, so I don't watch my alma mater. I'm more likely to watch Seton's alma mater. In fact, I've seen almost every West Virginia game this year, but no Dartmouth games.
Yeah, well, yeah. Guess what? Dartmouth actually did win that game. They beat them 38-31. So congratulations to
there you go. Huge comeback.
The Big Green or the Cats or whatever they are. Hey, Paulie, who's rocking bigger guns, Varga or Todd Fritz back in his prime?
Bigger. Bigger is an interesting question because Todd has big arms.
Boom, look at that guy.
Todd was jacked. He's mentoring kids with his shirt off. I mean, I cannot believe he was not incarcerated.
That picture has such a Sasquatch feel. Like every picture you see of Bigfoot, it's exactly that posture that he had. And it's always like off to an angle.
I mean, I wear a shirt at home in my house with my kids around. And you're at a camp where you're supposed to be a counselor, and you're walking around in sweatpants.
The head of the camp was not happy with me, but I was like so.
When
you're just like, you're just.
I was so pleased with myself. I'm like, it's sunny, and I'm gonna just show off what I've been working so hard at the gym. And
I have a weird
request.
No problem with that. I don't understand. You've lost weight, and these muscles have gotten significantly smaller.
They have shrunk a little bit. I can still do this.
Can I see the bi? It's smaller, right?
Much smaller.
I think with the
dude, you're ripped. Don't get me wrong.
Makes it a little, yeah, but Varga, his arms were like this. He had veins coming out of everywhere.
Yeah, he was in shape.
It's crazy.
Yeah, Varga is packing some serious weaponry for sure. I mean, in fact, Varga compared his guns to you guys, and it's safe to say he's got a little bit more in the gun show there. He went one-on-one, of course. Seton. I think he went one-on-one with Seton for sure.
Fritzy.
It was one in a landslide. The whole comparison right there. That looks like a different limb altogether.
That's
The real question is, though, Seton,
if you didn't
look at that.
Yeah, because Seton, can you pound more beers than Varga? Is that the competition you'll win?
I don't know. I don't know what his drinking prowess is.
He's Canadian.
Yeah, and they go higher alcohol. They have like ice beers up there, which are gross. I don't know. I'd be curious. I'll tell you this. It's the only competition that I might have a chance in with Tyler Varga.
Postal delivery?
Well, I don't know. He looks like he can handle that 50-pound mail sack.
And fast, too.
Yeah, and plus, I was super lazy when I was a mailman. I mean, I tried real hard to get my route done as fast as possible so then I could take a nap.
Right. Motivation.
Yeah.
As long as it gets delivered.
Drinking, though, I like my chances there.
I like your chances, too. All right, stay tuned. It's hugs for everyone in the man cave. except for one lonely soul. You know who's not lonely? The person that drives the Ram 1500 Eco Diesel. That's for sure. Friend for life right there. Every truck can tow a boat, every truck can climb a hill, every truck can haul a trailer, but not everybody has the most fuel-efficient half-ton truck on the road. It'll truly be the love of your life. Get more facts at ramtrucks.com. Guts, glory, Ram. Welcome back to the box score. Paulie, you guys are looking ahead towards Roger Goodell, the NFL commissioner, and his bro hug bonanza. How long do you think you would actually last in the warm embrace of the boss of the NFL?
Me, I'm not a big hugger, but that's a hug-worthy situation. Being a first-round draft pick is not like you go to your friend's house down the street that you saw 3 days ago and everyone hugs each other like you just got back from war. You know, I'm not a big over-hugger, but a proper situation, a hug is very...
Situational hugging.
Total situational.
You don't want to pull away from him too soon for some premature...
I would probably stay with it. I'd be so excited to be a first-round draft pick. With my athletic ability, I'd be there for days.
It'd be pretty great, though, if, like, you went in for the shake and were like, whoa, like, easy. Let's just do this like gentlemen, okay?
Horrible.
I'm here for business, Commish. Let's get it together.
Well, Paul, you were able to shake off your hesitation towards male affection this morning in the meeting when you guys were demonstrating how the commission goes in there for a hug, getting the heads on the right side, and how many pats there's supposed to be. And then, of course, Dan and Seton went in, double tapped it there. And, you know, Fritzy, you're the professional hugger. Why didn't you jump in there for a quickie?
Yeah, I don't know if they were expecting me to officiate. I should have just jumped in. I felt very left out. Everybody was hugging each other, and that was a tough moment for me. I let it pass. I was hoping there would be an opportunity maybe later on in the show where...
the reason we left you out, Fritzy, is because this wasn't a hugging situation where there's women or people we barely knew involved. Because that's the only people you hug. You hug people like business people that you don't even know their name.
Total
like,
strangers.
Hey, I haven't seen you in a long time. You hug them, and if I asked you that business person's name, you had no idea. Good to see you.
Did you hug Tyler Varga?
I did not. I thought about it. He's,
but you felt competitive, though. You felt competitive with him about the muscle thing.
I did. And when I saw the muscle thing, and I saw all you guys hugging, and I needed to like rub someone's abs or something. I just felt like there was something missing from today, and there's a big hole still
taut
there.
stomach.
Yeah, well, I don't know why you missed out on that, Fritzy, because Paulie and Dan sure went in for a couple of hugs. The boss went in for not one, but went in for two to sort of understand the arm embrace and the double tap.
They got
and then,
it locked up, too.
Oh, Paulie comes in there. It's a single tap, and they're explaining the shake versus the bro handshake there.
Again.
Chest bumping all over the place. Now, Seton, did you notice a special twinkle in Paulie's eye today? Or was there a little lilt in his step after this embrace?
Well, you know, now that you mention it, I didn't realize just how much manly affection was going around. And Paul really seemed to be in his element there. It's sort of a new side.
Yeah, I'm opening up. I'm free with it. I watched the Bruce Jenner special.
It's really growth. You know, the growth we've seen in you as a person.
Yeah, only took 8 years.
Yeah, and just this little step, it's baby steps, but in another 8 years.
Step in the right direction.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, but the funny thing was, if you would have backed that tape up another 10 seconds, you would have saw Dan and Tyler go for a normal business handshake, and then Dan tried to bring it in, and Tyler goes, no, that's not how it works, man. You know, if you're going handshake, there's no hug afterwards. See, that's what happened next. Dan went improper.
You know, I've done handshake hug before, and that's
but
wrong.
It is wrong because here, the elbows, it's all about the elbows. Watch me here. Look, handshake, see my elbows all out of the place? Look.
Yeah.
There you go.
So you gotta turn the hand like this.
Yeah, it's a natural
You gotta go up with it.
Yeah, you gotta change the
as to what you're gonna do.
But here to here, you can't look at my elbows, all out of whack.
Oh my gosh, I am just
It's
so
important,
embarrassed.
that you have the arm in there between you to guard from any sort of touching. All right, stay with us.
That's exactly right.
Yes, it's Yale versus Dartmouth, Danette versus Danette, a true battle in the man cave. But first, we can't leave Fritzy out in the cold. Here's a look at some of his finest work.
Oh, and a kiss.
Oh, no. Oh, easy, Fritzy.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Wow, this is pretty great.
1, 2.
This looks so minuscule.
3.
This is the moment we've all been waiting for.
Here we go. Oh, no.
3 seconds in the paint.
Hi, nice to meet you.
3.
Keeping it with less than 3 seconds.
Cool water.
Fritzy wore cologne today.
Here we go, and say hello to Creekness.
Carmen. Everybody knows how I feel. Because I'm not going to let go, and it's going to get really uncomfortable for her.
We are back here on the box score. Ivy League football representing in the man cave today. Tyler Varga, former Yale running back, dropped by, much to the dismay of McLovin. Now, Fritzy, let's say your life is on the line. Is there any sort of athletic competition that you would take McLovin in over Varga?
Wow. You know what? I'm going to say that McLovin would beat Varga in maybe like a kickball or a wiffle ball type competition.
No.
But
I'd beat him. I'd outshoot him. He shot like a football player. I could see it from a mile away.
And when your arms are that big,
that guy's way too much. I could beat him in a lot of things. That guy's a human muscle. He's not flexible at all.
When you say a lot, what does that mean?
I could beat him in kickball. I could beat him in wiffle ball, and I could beat him in a shooting contest.
What about basketball? Not shooting.
That might
if
be
you're
much
guarding
more
each
challenging.
other.
No, I think I'd have trouble guarding him. He's very athletic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't introduce athleticism in this. All right, today we're going to have another battle of Yale versus Dartmouth. McLovin, you obviously went to Dartmouth, so we're going to ask you some questions regarding the gridiron. Paulie, I'm sure you did some research on Yale, so we're going to ask you questions regarding Yale's gridiron program. We're going to call this quiz the Danette on Danette crime. I have questions, Seton has questions, Fritzy has questions. I will start first with you, McLovin. Who led Dartmouth in rushing last season?
Yeah. Think of a real preppy name.
Yeah, it's
like a real titled.
Yeah, it's definitely Billy.
Chad Winchester.
That's a great guess.
Chad.
Yes. Was it Chad? Chad Winchester. I know he's a great pass catching receiver. I would say Chad Winchester.
You're wrong. Chad Winchester, obviously the captain of the swim team. We were looking for Kyle Bramble.
Oh, Kyle Bramble.
Oh, of course.
Kyle.
Oh.
Next up, Seton.
That's all coming back to.
You have a question for Paulie.
I do. I have to get it here,
That's
though,
fine.
because of course I didn't
We'll
print
vamp.
anything.
Just to be clear, well, see, I didn't go to Yale. I didn't even apply to Yale. If you would have doubled my GPA in high school, I probably would not have gotten into Yale. Though I go to a lot of football games.
Paul, are you ready for your question? How many Ivy League titles does Yale have?
Football?
How many Ivy League titles does Yale have?
Okay, in football, 5.
Survey says?
He is incorrect. 14 was the number we were looking for. Fritzy, you're up next. Your question for
Is my
McLovin,
question
please.
on there?
No, it is not.
I do not have a. I don't have my question.
What about your BlackBerry? Don't you have your email on that, Dad?
I do, but it's. I do not have that here.
But you deleted it?
I must have deleted it.
All right, that helps the game.
That counts as a.
I know.
Brock, do you want to ask it since
I thought Brock was asking.
You were
helps the
misinformed.
game quite a bit.
I will do
Foreman
Fritzy. I will do Fritzy. It's fine. It's fine. All right. Okay. When did Dartmouth last win the Ivy League conference?
1995.
Horseshoes and hand grenades, my friends. We were looking for 1996.
Oh, 96. Oh.
I knew the second I said 95.
You gotta give that to
I
me.
thought it
You
was going to be
can't.
96.
I got one question for Paulie. Who is the all-time winningest coach in Yale history?
Carm Koza.
You are absolutely correct.
Wow. There must be a building named after him or something, and that's how you knew that.
He was the coach just 5 years ago.
Call him Koza.
It's the Koza Quad.
I figured it
Okay,
would have been
Seton,
like
back
in
to
the
you.
40s
Hit
or
McLovin
something.
with a good one.
Andrew, are you ready for your
I
question?
am.
Which quarterback has thrown for the most yards in a single season at Dartmouth? Which quarterback has thrown for the most yards in a single season at Dartmouth?
Well, considering there's only one
Trick
quarterback,
question.
it's got to be Jay Fiedler. Although, did you know that is Buddy Tevens? I would say Jay
Chad
Fiedler.
Winchester.
Jay Fiedler.
Chad Winchester.
No, Jake Fiedler, the large-eared dolphin. No, we were looking for Brian Mann, 2,913 yards.
29-13.
29-13. There we go.
What?
2,913 yards. All right, last question is not from Fritzy, but it is from me to Paul Pabst. How many rushing yards did Tyler Varga have against Dartmouth?
Oh, we just said that earlier today in the show.
But I said it wrong, by the way.
Yeah.
Last season.
105.
Oh, you read the bio that I did.
Yes, 105 yards is correct.
Oh, this is an impressive display you've got.
Wow.
Oh, that's true.
Paulie, the winner of the Danette on Dan Crime. Danette on Dan Crime.
Congratulations,
game.
pal. Well done. 2 right.
Oh, don't go away. We have a little controversy from yesterday's Know Your Row. You know where there's not controversy? When it's associated with the Ram Heavy Duty, of course. With its best-in-class towing, torque, and horsepower, it's won every Know Your Row. It's won all the quizzes. There's no controversy, just pure domination. Guts, glory, Ram. Front row. Paulie, who's Seton's favorite Pulp Fiction character?
I got to be honest with you, this is going to surprise me as much as it is you. I couldn't even begin to tell you what I answered.
I'm going to go with Bruce Willis's character, the boxer.
Buttermilk.
Was it the boxer?
Which?
Well, man, that's tough to pick because Michael Madsen's pretty much awesome, and he's in like every movie. He's also sort of the crazy killer guy that cuts off ears. I'm not really that into. You know who's awesome? Daryl Hannah in Kill Bill.
There's almost no way I could have guessed that.
What happened there?
There's no way that Pulp Fiction was. It must have been what's your favorite Quentin Tarantino character.
We are closing up shop here on the Box Score Bar. Now, yesterday there was some confusion regarding Know Your Row. Seton, let me ask you again, was there some confusion on whether or not you got the right question?
Well, I just thought it was strange that if the question put to me was, what's your favorite Pulp Fiction character, how did I then reference 2 different Quentin Tarantino movies in my answer with Reservoir Dogs and Kill Bill?
It's too bad we don't have film of someone asking you the actual question.
I wonder if we do, and whether there was a brain fart involved.
First question, which is your favorite Pulp Fiction character?
Well, man, that's tough to pick because Michael Madsen's pretty much awesome, and he's in like every movie. He's also sort of the crazy killer guy that cuts off ears. I'm not really that into. You know who's awesome? Daryl Hannah in Kill Bill. So good. I would say her.
That is the funniest thing in the whole world.
Back row gets some redemption. I think they should be disqualified from the whole contest yesterday.
That's a win for us.
Oh my gosh.
Unfortunately, the game is already in the books.
Ladies and gentlemen, that right there is a PSA to take care of your noodle and don't partake too often.
You kids out there.
In certain things. I'm not going to say what they are. It could be Coca-Cola. It could be iced tea. It could be
beer and weed.
Beer and weed. It may also be those things, but just take care of this. It's a muscle. You need to keep it healthy.
Well, according to the production department, that the back row has been awarded the victory yesterday. So congratulations. Fritzy, is this sweet justice?
There you go. It is sweet justice, and I'm glad we had that the tape of what the actual question was, because that was just ridiculous what went down yesterday.
Can we just go over with it? What's your favorite Pulp Fiction character? Daryl Hannah in Kill Bill.
I was torn between Mr. Blonde and
Reservoir Dogs.
That was reason enough for you guys to not come anywhere near a W.
That is the funniest thing in the whole
By the way,
world.
why would Daryl Hannah in Kill Bill be your favorite Tarantino character?
I have no idea where I got that from.
Even that answer.
It's possible I was like intoxicated at that moment because I have absolutely no
What I
idea
like even
about
more,
that.
what I like even more is that we have tape of that question being asked to you. We saved and archived that, but I asked for like the indie Super Bowl videos. Like we can't.
Yeah,
find
we
those.
can't find those actually.
Sorry.
We got to go to Quantel for that. Whatever the hell that means.
Quantel is very tricky. That's all I know. I've heard of
It's like some planet, but next to Zargon 5 or something.
All right, Nanu, who's on tomorrow?
Charles Davis of the NFL Network will join us. Joel Klatt of Fox Sports.
By the way, there's no
1.
saying that videotape wasn't doctored or altered.
Oh, that they put the question.
Oh, yeah,
in
I just want. It's obvious that they revoiced that after the fact to make me look bad. Which I give you credit for. That's fine.
Box score
That's fine.
producers are all about adding extra work for something like
If
that.
you asked the graphics guys to do that, they would have never done it.
You have to wake them up.
All right, congratulations, back row, and thank you, gentlemen. We're back tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern right here on Audience Channel 239. Podcast is available on iTunes or at podcast1.com.
I don't know a lot about sports, but I can drink a lot of beer.
My motto is simple. C's get degrees.
Need a long, inappropriate hug? I'm your man.
I think I'm smarter than you, because I probably am.
Hey, thanks for watching the box score. Holy cow!